A common question that we get at Lionshare is, how do I lead a discipleship journey group? Well, the goal of a discipleship journey group is one of life application. Jesus said this in Matthew 7, "Everyone who hears these words of mine and does them will be like a wise man who's built his house on the rock. And the rain fell, the floods came, the winds blew and beat on that house, but it did not fall because it had been founded on the rock. And everyone who hears these words of mine and does not do them will be like a foolish man who's built his house on the sand. The rain fell, floods came, winds blew and beat against that house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it." See, the goal of a discipleship journey group is life application. We don't want to be foolish. We want to be wise. We don't want to be just hearers, readers of the word. We want to be doers of the word. So here's what we do in a discipleship journey group. Lasts about 60 to 90 minutes, depending on how you might set it up. And the first 15 minutes or so is just getting your group together, hanging out, talking, catching up on life. And then at some point, it breaks into this study, right? So we get into this mode where we're opening up a discipleship journey manual next to our scriptures, and we're talking about two questions for the week. Here's those two questions. What did the Holy Spirit reveal to you this week in your study? And how am I going to obey that? You spend the remainder of your time talking about those things that God has revealed to you and how you're going to obey it. And then at the end of your discipleship journey group, I always leave time to be able to discuss and prayer requests that we go around and say, okay, from these obedience points, how are we going to pray for each other this week? And then I always end my journey by reminding the guys, I have a little thing here that I've created a bookmark to remind them where we're headed in the following week so that they can be ready to watch that discipleship journey video online and also read where they're going through. So pages, in this particular week, 91 to 100, we're going to be studying that week. So I give them this bookmark that they can put right inside. It's because I want those guys to be able to obey what it is that God has revealed to them, not just study the Bible and talk about it. We want to obey. So that's how we end in prayer. That's how we lead a discipleship journey group.